years old.
What happened?
It's bad. My dad had me, this is really bad, but he can't go to jail, I don't think, because it's long enough time away. He had me in a baby backpack, and I was on a dirt bike with my dad. And he was riding, and a tree had fallen, and he ducked, and I didn't, and I hit my head on the tree.
Oh, Jesus
It was
Christ.
bad. So that's what's wrong. Everyone's asked me that for years.
Well, that's a common theme with wild people. Do you know that?
Yes.
Sam Kinison got hit by a car when he was like a little kid, and his brother Bill said it completely changed his life.
We have just
he was
different
just, like,
standards.
Same thing with Roseanne Barr. She got hit by a car when she was 15. Before that, she was like mild-mannered, really good at math. After she got hit by a car, she had to spend 9 months at a mental institution, couldn't count anymore, and she became this wild lady who everybody knows as Roseanne.
Right. I mean, maybe I'm thankful for it. Maybe it, like, I don't know, knocked me into this identity or something.
I think there's something to. I'm not.
He
kidding.
knows that there's something to that. Dr. Amen, we've talked about this a lot. So when I get really overwhelmed, I also have a tendency that if I know something's stupid, I just got to try it to know that it's stupid, which makes it stupid because I already knew about it. Sometimes I'm like, is it better to know it's dumb and do it, or to not know it's dumb and do it?
Don't you think part of that?
That's a head injury.
Well, maybe, but also
it's the frontal lobe of your brakes.
But
just
the way you developed as a human being that famous at 12 years old doing stadiums.
But I like looking at my brain and going, okay, listen, like someone cut my brakes, right, on my brain, and I have to take all the things, omega. Was vegan for a very long time, and I've had to introduce fish and omegas into my life because my brain wasn't functioning properly. And
don't tell that to the vegans; they'll come for you.
They're gonna come for me, but that's okay. I'm used to people coming for me, and it's gonna be that I calm out.
Salary.
No, listen. If I give homes. I have 22 animals on my farm in Nashville. I've got 22 in my house in Calabasas. Like, I'm doing what I need to do for the animals. Like, okay. But when it comes to my brain, you're not vegan.
No.
You can't be vegan and living this kind of, and being this quick. But sure you can. Some people can. I cannot because it was really giving. I was having a lot of.
What did it do for your brain?
I feel that I'm
slowed you down.
Now I'm so much sharper than I was, and I think that I was at one point pretty malnutrition. Like, I remember going to Glastonbury, and that was a show that I loved. I loved my performance, but I was running on empty. Like, I was on. Empty.
Can I ask you? Were you doing a vegan diet like meticulous?
The strictest you've ever known.
But were you doing intelligently? Like, were you
all my
supplementing the right way?
I do all my protein drinks. I've watched every bodybuilder's YouTube about how they still.
You can't pay attention to those
train.
guys.
That's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, I'm like, all I eat is celery, and like, why are my thighs like fucking huge?
Those
like,
vegan bodybuilder guys, they're almost all on steroids.
It's I'm
fake.
not on steroids.
Well, and they're different bodies too. Some people, I have good friends that are vegan, and they're fine on it. My friend John Joseph, he's been vegan for like 30 years.
That's why I think Nate Diaz, I was stoked, was a vegetarian.
He's not,
vegetarian.
No, he eats
at one
fish.
point, or a pescatarian.
Yeah, he
that
eats fish.
seems that's what I like to do.
Fish. Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
There's a lot of people that function really well with that, but some people everybody's different. We all have different ancestors, and our ancestors come from different parts of the world. And I don't know if the blood type thing is accurate, but some people really believe that.
So this is another thing that I like about seeing the brain is I try to eat from my brain type and not my blood type necessarily. My brain type. So my brain type. I really need breaks on my brain because I did not have that where in my new song it says I can't bite the devil on my tongue. That was like a really hard thing for me to learn how to do. Yeah. But instead of going, I'm just totally impulsive and the most reactive person ever, I look and go, well, but my dad also slammed my head into a tree when I was 2. So, it's maybe
as a dad, that's hard to hear. That scares the shit out of me.
I've given him a award for worst dad ever at one point. Every time I go, if we're on Hollywood and there's the best dad award, I scratch out best and put worst. But he was also the best because he would allow me to do a lot of other crazy things that were awesome.
Well, you're fine.
I'm fine.
Look,
my dad let me steal chickens from the Malibu barn, that little red barn when you come down Topanga. My dad, they were